It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Moor Beer Company, and this is a can of their Distortion. It's a session IPA coming in at 4.7% ABV in a 440 milliliter can. There's a look at the can. I'm a big fan of Moor Beer Company. I've been drinking their beer a long time. It was in bottles years ago. Of course, everything has kind of gravitated towards cans over the last few years. But a lovely can wrap. Let's get it out into a glass, see what we get. They called it a naturally carbonated beer. So perhaps it's can conditioned. Here's the glass, here's the beer. Let's pour it out. Looks really good. Really, really good. Oh, look at this. There's that kind of can conditioned I was talking about. Can you see that? So the brewer will use, or will add, little bits of yeast to each can. And when they add the yeast to each can, there's a second kind of fermentation process, a small fermentation process that goes on. And that carbonates the beer, that gets the carbonation in the beer. A natural process, and I love that. Love that brewers are not afraid to take on the mantle and brew these can conditioned beers. You used to get a lot of bottle conditioned beers years ago, but you don't really get a lot of can conditioned beers. I think it's absolutely fantastic. It's fantastic because if you get it wrong, there's consequences. There really are. I've heard stories about cans like shearing from the top, literally exploding. I've never experienced it for myself. Hopefully never ever will experience it either. But there's a fine line between can conditioning a beer and getting it right. So you're just producing a little bit of carbonation, to getting it wrong and basically producing a bomb. Look at this beer. Looks terrific. One finger white head. Amber in colour. Hazy. Small amounts of carbonation rolling up the side of the glass. Yeast in the bottom. Let's get the aroma. Oh, it smells fabulous. Tangerine, grapefruit. Cool. A little bit of tinned pineapple, a little bit of lemon. The aroma is terrific. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh, that's terrific. Oh, that is really terrific. Stone the crows. Stone the crows. Oh my goodness. Nice amounts of carbonation pushes the beer on the inside of the mouth, releases more of that flavour. There's passion fruit, there's mango, there's grapefruit, orange peel, fleshy blood orange. There's a lovely bitterness to the beer as well, which is really nice. I'm really enjoying that kind of, it's not overly done, of course, it's a session IPA, but it's not hiding away from the fact that, yeah, it's probably American session IPA. The brewer, the owner of the company, is American. What I like about Moor Beer Company is that they produce lots of kind of styles of beer that are true to style. So we're talking about a session IPA. What is a session IPA true to, in terms of kind of true to style? First and foremost, you're going to want to drink this. You're going to want to session it. Let's make no bones about this. Let's not kind of skirt around this at all. It's a session IPA. It's been brewed to session. It's been brewed to have a few. Enjoy life. So it's light, 4.7% ABV. Typical kind of session quality beer. Session strength beer. You've got lots of flavour from the hops coming through. But importantly, there's a little bit of that kind of traditional American style kind of bitterness coming on the back end. True to style. But you also begin with a malty sweetness, a little bit of sweet biscuity malt coming through, which is just tremendous. It really is. So the beer is balanced. It's got a nice body to it as well, as if maybe they've used some oats just to give it a more kind of rounded mouthfeel. This really is a fantastic example of a session IPA. Really is. From the light bitterness on the back end, from the light sweetness to begin with. If you think of that, you're getting a little bit of light sweetness, a little bit of light bitterness. The beer is lovely and balanced. Tremendous, absolutely tremendous. All of the flavours then, in between all of that sweetness and bitterness that's going on, I'm still tasting passion fruit, grapefruit, orange peel, fleshy blood orange flavours coming through. Oh. So some of you know that I've started a series of craft beer in cities, where I travel around cities and towns and cities, I should say, trying beers in bars and talking a little bit about history. I've got Swansea. I was meant to be doing Bristol before I did Swansea, but I'm doing Swansea first because I've been invited by a brewer down there. The brewer's going to walk me around Swansea, talk about a little bit about the history of beer in Swansea and breweries in Swansea and West Wales, I should say, and then we're going to drink some beers in their bars, probably finishing up in Beer Riff, the owner of Beer Riff, who's going to walk me around Swansea city centre. So I couldn't pass up that opportunity. But next up probably will be Bristol. I'm going to contact Moor Beer Company. I'm going to say I'm coming to Bristol. I'm going to do King Street. I'm going to do all of these wonderful places in Bristol. And I may do it over 2 days. I might spend one day looking at all the breweries in Bristol city centre, which is amazing. A lot of the breweries are based in Bristol city centre. And then I'm going to probably do day 2 going around all the bars, because I think it's going to be completely impossible to do everything in one day in Bristol. There's so much going on. So what I'm trying to say here is that I'll be popping by Moor Beer Company and we'll be doing something with Moor. I'm going to rate this. It's tremendous. It really is tremendous. Looks good. Great lacing on the glass. Great look to the beer. I'm so kind of over the moon that we've got a can conditioned beer here. Lovely aroma. Tremendous taste. Absolutely tremendous. I really like it. I really like it. I like it enough to give it a Stone the Crows. Why not? It's can conditioned. Stone the Crows, 10 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.